that they want to mention is that they are perpetuating about the idea of traditionalism. So who are against the motion, they are trying to perpetuate the idea of traditionalism. For them, the favorite teacher, the favorite mode of education remains the same, the traditional giving and taking method from a teacher. For my friends like Shalipto and the fellow debaters in the favor of the motion, for them the favorite teacher is, of course, no doubt, Google. So let us see what you all think and what it appears to us. Is Google the best teacher? Please start.
Good evening everybody present here. This is Shweta Sharkar of class 7. Today our debate topic is Google is the best teacher and I am against at the motion. But before starting my debate, I would like to say that obviously there are both positive and negative sides of a thing. Google has also some negative sides which I would like to discuss today. But first of all, before starting my debate, I would like to say, obviously Google is good. Google is highly efficient in a cheap rate. Google is the ocean of information. But friends, I would like to say one thing, that as we know, Google is noted as a garbage box. Why? Because it has both good and bad informations. Now whenever we are choosing Google, we have to choose that which is good for us and which is not good for us. Google hasn't any true responsibility or humanity to give us the definite one. Has it? No. Since whenever we are opening Google, we are getting such stupid choice like blue whale cave. So friends, why we are choosing Google? Why shouldn't as a human teacher? As next, if you will ask it to me, I will say, there is nothing difference between the packaging food and Google. Why? Because what is the case of packaging food? We are going to the shop, we are buying it and eating it and telling, oh, what a delicious thing. Same is happening with Google. We are going to the shop, we are recharging our mobiles and using Google in the sofa and telling, oh, what a thing. But exactly what it is doing. Day by day, the decreasing our memorizing power is a cause of our back pain and eye problems. So friends, whom we are telling that is our best teacher, that is giving us informations along with many problems. As friend next, I think if I will ask it to them, they will say, obviously Google is good. Why? Because Google is highly efficient in the cheap rate, giving us ocean of informations. But friends, tell me, all time we need ocean of informations? No. Sometimes we need some small answers. Like in the second, if in my mind a question is coming, that what is the capital of India? If I will go for Google and teacher, both can give me the right answer. But it's possible for teacher to give me that answer without any cost. But is it possible for Google to give that New Delhi only without any cost? No. It will take that cheap rate for only the world. And is it possible for the whole world to pay that cheap rate for that every bit of answer? No friends, no. As next, my friends are telling that teachers are not good. Why? Because they are giving us punishment. They are doing partiality between the rich and the poor. Friends, think it practically. You are telling punishment is bad. No friends, punishment is not bad. Punishment makes us understand which is good and which is bad for us. As next, whenever a teacher is motivating us, from the childhood playing with us, singing with us, and in the teenagers, he is motivating us, telling to encourage us. He makes us understand that do it, practice it, because practice makes a man perfect. Google is telling us that. Is it possible? Who is telling? Tell it, my friend. Teacher is telling, not Google. As since next, a teacher is delivering his speech to the whole class, but the fault is, the fast boy is taking, the last boy is not taking. So what's the guarantee that if we will go for Google, the fast boy will also see and the last boy will also see? Nothing. And friends, for that few teachers, why you are telling that all teachers are same? Never. For an ideal teacher, the first to last, to the average, to the brilliant, all are same. Nothing friends. Think it just practically. And my next point is, since we know that Google is invented in 1998, so my question is, what's about the ages before 19th century? We haven't got any great teacher or any great scientist. Yes, we got. Like APJ Abdul Kalam or Swami Vivekananda. Then tell me, how they became great? By the help of that normal teacher, good teacher, as Google is the best teacher. So, what we are doing by the help of that Google? Nothing. We are using Google and telling, oh, what a thing. Friends, note one point. Man made Google. Google doesn't make man. So why do you are asking me? Tell who's better, the carpenter or his furnitures? You tell me who's better, the inventor or the inventor? I'm telling friends, Google is not able to be a teacher. Then how can we are selling that it's the best teacher? So friends, if all have believed that yes, Google is the best teacher, then why the debate is happening today? Because yes, there are questions in everyone's mind that no, this is not possible. So at last friends, I would like to say that obviously, Google is our best friend. A friend in need is a friend in need must be Google. But we can never say that Google is our best teacher. And at last, I would like to say, neither teachers nor Google. Human brains are the best teacher. So thank you very much for your kind attention and listening me too attentively. Have a wonderful day.